Good morning if you're seeing this in the morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Hi, how are you? I got to try the new Alani recently. I think it's Cherry Bomb, right? Not Cherry Twist, because that's another one that they have. But Cherry Bomb, ooh, this almost slipped, is so good. Hey! It tastes like a cherry Coke. Some people say it tastes like a Dr. Pepper. I guess on like some days it could. I think it's like in between Dr. Pepper and Coke. More Coke leaning than Dr. Pepper leaning. But it is so, so good. I need to get my hands on it. I think that this drink is gonna be really popular with the girlies. I thought it was gonna be cold because it was really cold this morning, like freezing cold this morning. And so I changed into a sweatshirt and now it's kind of warm. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to change into a short sleeve. In today's vlog, we must reset. Reset my life, reset my mental health, reset my physical health, reset everything. Just mind, body, everything. I need a reset. And I didn't get to do one before the new year. One, because I wasn't prepared. And two, I just feel like I keep thinking like, oh yeah, December was just December, but a lot happened in December. Starting with my grandpa to now, there's just been a lot. And so I just feel like I'm finally catching my breath. I'm finally feeling like myself again, maybe. I think a lot of it had to do with, I didn't really process my grandfather's death. And then after that, I got Fig. And as much as Fig is a blessing to Clem and I, it is also partially a curse because Clem and I haven't had to really share our space, share our boundaries, share all these extra things with another being in forever because we've always just had our own routine. So it's just a learning curve. As much as the first 2 weeks were literally the death of me, I think he's growing on her. They play every single day. It is the cutest thing. Clemmy definitely has her moments where she's like, you need to back the up or I'm going to you up. But for the most part, she does pretty good. And she's learning to be on the ground with him and learn to like set up her boundaries and tell him when she's uncomfortable with something. But that's also because she's starting to lose her spots in the highest points because he's starting to be able to jump up on the couches. And so she's gonna learn very quickly that there is no safe space in our house with him. I'm currently rewatching Bridgerton because obviously the newest episodes are coming out actually this week. Because when this vlog is up, yes, this Thursday actually, and your girl is excited, okay? Whomever was in charge of last season, I hope that they either one, learned from all the feedback and made it better, or two, we have decided to change and hire in a different screenplay writer because last season was a disappointment, but I'm excited. There's Asian representation in this next one. I know the storyline is based off of Cinderella's. So for funsies, I've been rewatching. I'm doing some unboxing and cleaning in this dining area. I actually ordered a dog bed car seat. I'm gonna get another one so that they both have one, but I just wanted to order one to start off with to see if the size would even work out. I know it would work for Clem, but I just want to be prepared for when Fig is to get bigger. He's not expected to get that big. I think his max is like 25 pounds. And Cooper is 25 pounds right now, so I have a good idea. And so I think this might work. I'm keeping this anyways, so good thing I was smart enough and thought of that. How do you, you're gonna help? Are you gonna help me? Yeah? Here, get it for me. Get it out. Come on, Baba. Get it. Get it. Help. Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Good effort. You can't play with that. Play with all your other toys that you have. They never want to play with the toys that they have. It's like he knows whatever I can't have, I must play with. Is that the bed? What is this? I'm definitely changing out of this because it just got really hot. Some things that I'm figuring out as I'm putting it together because they give you the cushion separately. The cool thing is this center insert is actually Sherpa on one side, but then the washable kind of colder side. So it's kind of nice for the winter and then for the summertime or the warmer times when you don't want your dog to overheat. So that's really nice. I think I'm gonna get another one. I like it. I like the way that it looks. I think I'm gonna get the second one in this tan color so that I have the brown and the tan. Fix in his little harness. We were just doing some trading. I'm so glad he's used to it now. I'm having him walk around in it so that he gets comfortable with the sound and the fit. It's actually a little bit big on him, which is perfect, but he is now biting it. That's fabulous. He's such a cutie. He also loves biting his tag. He actually has matching tags right now with Clemmy. This one says I'm needy and she has I'm anxious. I have to start getting ready to go to my parents, but before I go, I wanted to show you guys some goodies my bestie got me. I was just over there this past weekend and she had a bunch of goodies for me. First off, this is a jewelry pouch. We think it would work really well for tech, but that's because we have SD cards, so we can kind of just slip them in here and then they don't kind of budge. Small wiring can go in here, things like that. But I also don't have a jewelry pouch, so it kind of worked out. Then she got me some really cute Valentine's mugs. Look at them, and they have a heart. I'm actually really glad she got this one because I think I saw it last time I was at Home Goods, but it was so fast. I walked away and I was kind of like, oh, it'll be here next time. If it's meant to be, I'll grab it then. So I'm glad she really did because I love this one. But then how cute is this one with all the dogs? There's the Dalmatian. Look at that cutie pie right there. Look at all of them. They're so cute. And last but not least, I think this is so cute, but this is a little coin purse pouch and it has olives in it. It was between olives and martinis, and I was telling her I drink martinis, but I like looking at olives more. So she gave me the olive one and it is so cute. I changed out my centerpiece because the center bowl was just too big for my table. It was bothering me so much. It looked so pretty, but it was just not gonna work. So this candle was from my coffee table and it worked out because now I have a very pretty pot that my bestie gave me. So this now sits on the dining and it's the perfect size. This box shows how ready I was for a reset for the new year and how epically I failed because I ordered this mop, I think at the end of December, and it came and I stored it away and I got really busy. I've been using my old mop and I really need a new mop, so I'm really excited about this. It collects dirty water and then sprays it with clean water. I'm really excited to open it up and start using it. As I'm setting this up, I'm realizing this container is what holds the clean water solution, whatever you use. And then this side is where it dries off and then it collects all the dirty stuff to then pour out. The only thing I'm realizing is this tub does carry all the dirty stuff and it probably holds up to a lot. And this is pretty easy to remove. If you have a larger apartment or even a pretty decent sized home, I would say that this is pretty small and you'll probably have to refill it a few different times. Can you give me some onion?
Yeah.
Are you having the steak?
I ate one. Why?
머리 우유 그냥 살이야.
아니 그쪽이 불을 떼다 돼. 열로
그럼 이렇게 나와.
응?
소금이 너무 세. 이쪽으로 좀 와.
엄마 음식 먹은 지 오래된 것 같아.
이거 먹어볼래?
맛있어.
완전 퍽퍽해.
아니야, 먹어봤어.
너무 짭짤하지?
It's a little, yeah. Compared to our meat, no.
맛있다. 뜨거.
진짜. I'm making a afternoon pick-me-up matcha. Ever since I've had Aroma Cafe, I am craving matcha like crazy. You guys also told me in the comments that they're opening up a new one in the Key Concepts. Well, it's not even his plaza, but at this point, that's what I call it because all the Key Concept restaurants are in there. But it's in the plaza right across from Miles Square. I was about to say Garden Park. Right on Brookhurst. It's right in between Heil and Edinger. I would say more like Warner and Edinger because Heil is more of like a middle road that kind of ends. But at least that's a little bit closer. It's like right on the edge before I want to enter like Garden Grove. So it's good enough for me. But I'm on a matcha kick. So I'm going to make myself my matcha. I swear I bought myself a new matcha bowl, but I don't know where it is. I'm gonna have to look harder or I'm gonna have to buy another one because I remember buying one. It was cream and it was bigger and deeper. Where did it go? It came with like a matching, I don't remember where it went. So I'm gonna have to go look for that. I love this little glass one and I love being able to see through it and all, but it is a little bit too small. The milk I'm using is this Muala organic one. I really liked it. I'm not ever someone who's like too big on the ingredients, but this one had really clean ingredients, so I was quite impressed. But sometimes if you read other almond milks, you just have no idea what's in them. And I'm not ever someone who's like big on that, but when I was reading it in comparison at the grocery store, I was like, I don't know, for some reason, I don't want to drink that one. I want to drink the one that has the cleaner ingredients. Let's taste test this. I did a lot more matcha this time, just because sometimes I feel like I'm not doing as much matcha as I need to. I did not have the best sleep last night. It was kind of a really wonky night. I don't know what happened, but Fig was not in his normal routine. We went to bed normally around midnight like we always do. The only time that Fig doesn't follow a schedule is probably on the weekends when I'm like having fun, I'm out. But when it's during the weekday, I try to keep us on track as much as possible because the more I stay on schedule, the more I know what is expected and that way I can do what I need to do. But last night was really, really weird because not only did Fig wake up a few times to go to the bathroom, like at really weird times, I think Clem also wasn't feeling that great this morning because she woke me up and needed to go out as well. I'm exhausted. I'm like barely able to keep my eyes open. So I'm gonna have an energy drink to push me through the day, because I really, really, really would like to get through at least emptying out my cupboards in the office. I don't know if my parents decided they wanted both or if I'm gonna have to split them, but either way, I can't give them away until they're obviously empty. So emptying those out and then finding homes. These are like mental notes that I have. So that's one of them. The second one, I would really like to repot my money tree. Honestly, it's completely my fault and I've been lagging and I haven't been able to take care of her properly. Unfortunately, some of Pacha's leaves didn't make it. A lot of her older ones didn't make it. And then a lot of her newer ones died off, but that was my fault because I overwatered before New York because I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to. Dumbest mistake ever. So while I still have a chance of saving it, I'm going to try to save her today. It is a beautiful day out today, so I think it would be perfect to be out on the patio and just doing some gardening work. Third project is clearing off my desk. I'm not working there very much because of Fig, but it's nice to always have a clean space. So that's my other one. So my office is my main focus. I would like to be able to close that door and not look at it for a couple days at least. I know I'm still gonna have to look at it a few times to organize specific pieces of the shelves and other things like that, but I just want a rough, cleared out space to be able to like add on to. Then if I have the time on my personal time, I will be cleaning my bathrooms, making sure that's clean. I really need to finalize what kind of bed frame I want. I thought I knew what I wanted, but I'm just trying to make sure that I don't get sick of the design, you know, because there's one specific bed frame that I really, really love, and it's not as expensive as the first one I originally wanted, but it's still a hefty price you're paying. So I want to make sure that I like what I'm getting. And so now I'm like, oh wait, maybe I don't know exactly what I want. So I've been pushing it off, and we are still living life on the edge. Oh my God, you know what? Last but not least, I have to clean out my closet. It's not a pantry, but it's just like a storage closet. I was in the middle of cleaning it out, but then I think in the middle of it, I ran out because I had to do something, and I actually ended up breaking something, and I had to get Fig out of the way. And after that, I was like, okay, I'll come back to this. So those are the things. Oh my goodness, my kids are starting to play. I can't get a word in when they start to play. Hey, we talked about the barking though, Baba. Those are my goals for the day. So I'll check back in throughout the day. I'm hoping that I feel this in my body and it just energy overwhelms me and I can clean at the speed of light. I got sidetracked. I was putting together my second car seat. How cute are these? They're matching in a way, I guess. Let me show you kind of next to each other. This has been sitting out for like 2 days now and it's like completely stuffed. This one's a little bit still, you know, catching up because I just unboxed it. But this one is Clementine's and this one is Figgy's. I love that they kind of match in a way. I love the brown and I really wanted the brown, but I can't see Fig in the brown in the dark when I'm driving at night. So Clemmy will get the dark one and Figgy will get the lighter one. First of all, this material, super durable, super washable. You can pretty much unzip all of this, take out the stuffing and wash it. And each of the stuffing is packaged, as you guys saw when I was putting this one together, separately, like this wall, side walls, the other wall, the center wall. The front has a pocket, which is also convenient if you want to add in their snacks, their wipes, whatever you guys have to carry around, especially if you have a puppy. Then we have straps to wrap around your car seat, each on both sides, as well as the strap to hold as a bag if you have a very small dog. And then they also have, let me find this one. Each of the beds have these little clips that's attached to the inside of the bed, like this one has. And this connects to the harness that they're in. I would say though, the max is really 25 pounds. Once it's kind of fluffed up this way, it looks almost like 20 pounds. I would say if you have a slimmer 25, this is great. Any bigger than that, I would be like, I don't know if they could comfortably fit. They could feel a little bit more. I would say that Cooper and Casper in comparison would be like the max weight that can go in this. We have been working on the stays and here we have the children in their designated beds. Clemmy already has hers down, but Fig is working on it and I know he is literally like, lady. So this is what this room is looking like. I don't think you guys can see it in frame, but there's this Alex drawer that I've had for a while. I'm letting it go and I think my parents are gonna take that. Then I have this cabinet here. I need to empty it out today, but I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep this one or if this is also going to my parents as well. I just don't have a spot for it anymore because it used to sit against this wall and now it doesn't. So I don't know. We'll empty it and then see where it can go from there. Guess what I found while I was cleaning though? I haven't seen this in so long. My mom gave this to me on my 16th birthday. I know that it went like viral, I think, on TikTok for a second, but it is my prized possession. My mom specifically gave this to me for my 16th birthday because I would not shut up about it. Like literally would not shut up about it. This is the way that I wore it the most with the gold rim, but she has all of the cool rims here. She has all the metallic rims. Then she has all of the ones that came with it. And she had this special one that I used to be obsessed with because I was like, it's perfect for Christmas. It was green with like a red line in the center. I don't wear it anymore. It died a while ago, so I haven't worn it in years. I do love it so much, and I used to wear it to school all the time. And I used to think people would make fun of me for it because it's like, who changes out their thing per outfit? But I loved it. I'm going to take it to like a watchsmith or whatever you call them and see if they can put some new batteries in. I would love to start wearing it again. Speaking of watches, I actually just got my hands on my grandfather's watch. I was wearing it the other day. It is like, it brings me so much comfort, like so much comfort. It is a watch that he used to wear everywhere, to our house, whenever we went out to eat. Like, it, to me, it screams my grandpa. Like, every time I saw him, he was in it. So I'm really happy that I got my hands on that. And something else that makes me really happy but also kind of sad at the same time is it still had battery in it. Obviously, because he was wearing it. I just got a Cava bowl. I'm so disappointed though. They didn't put enough lettuce in it and I asked for extra. So that's a little bit sad, but that's okay. It's gonna fill me up. Cava's been my new favorite go-to. It's filling and it's super quick. So I'm gonna scarf this down and then go right back to cleaning. I don't know what they did differently today, but it tastes even better. Like, even freaking better. I love the slaw that they have. And their garlic yogurt is so good. I'm not watching it right now, but I restarted Bridgerton. It is finally Benedict's time. I'm excited to see like Penelope and her family and kind of see what Eloise is doing now. Because Penelope is like full blown, has a kid actually. Like, her life is completely different now. So I'm excited to see what happens in all of their lives. I'm also very surprised that Francesca's back. But I'm excited to see how well that's going. I already have my evening planned. I am going to watch it when it comes out. I'm going to order myself sushi. I'm going to have a good night. My Amazon package got delivered while I was eating, so I want to assemble it. I got myself a small desk, and I had been wanting it for a while. I had originally wanted it when I was living at my parents', and then I moved and I was kind of deciding if I even still needed it. But these days I've been doing a lot of work in the living room, and as much as I've been loving doing work in the living room, it is breaking my back. But I thought it was the perfect excuse to get myself this little rolling table. I think it's so beneficial to have for sick days, honestly, any days, or if you have like a walking pad and it's out in your living room, then this could be really easy to work with. It's literally just a standing white little rolling desk. We're in my hallway. I'm in the middle of redoing this closet that you're basically inside of. I organized the office as much as I could mentally. I pretty much emptied out all of the shelves and kind of took everything out so that I could see the bigger picture of what is coming out and what needs to be kind of put out and what needs to be stored away. But that's all I could mentally do right now. So I switched over to a different task and I'm getting this done. It's starting to look good. I'm pulling things out, emptying things out, throwing out things that I didn't throw away. I'm realizing there's a lot of things that I never ended up touching, that I never ended up needing, and I probably will not need. So I'm throwing those things out and just reorganizing, because I organized this back in May when I moved. That's like hardly any organization. It is such a mess, so please don't judge, but I am in the middle of organizing. I just wanted to show you the before so that the after is like, you know? So the main goal is really just to organize as much as I possibly can. I have like my cans down here. This section above, I kind of want to do all cleaning supplies. And then the shelf above it is usually paper towels or toilet paper and napkins. And then I haven't decided what I'm doing up here. So I'm going to work my way from bottom to top and kind of see what's left over. Okay, It's all done. I did the best I could with what I have. So much more clean now. Everything is in their designated compartments now. There's everything in something. Like one of these has like body care and sponges. One of these things have like miscellaneous things. This section right here is empty because I don't have any paper towels. But this is where I have my napkins, paper towels, toilet paper, all the good stuff. Then below is kind of all my cleaning supplies, hand soap, refills, all that stuff. Bottom is kind of like boxed up things like trash bags and clean stuff that I can just kind of put to the side. And then on the right is kind of like my canned foods, my drinks, all the other stuff. This left side actually only has these two shelves, so I'm using it as random storage. So this side doesn't really matter too much. I had to repot my money tree, but she's looking much better, a little bit more sparse than I'd like. I cut off a lot of her dying off branches. This one I'm just hoping will last me because I cut off the last branch. Let's just make sure all the water is going to the little sprouts at the top. So we'll see how that goes. I'll update you guys. I put Pacha and Penny together because one of Penny died off. And so this is what we're left with. We started off with 5 branches. Yes, because I had 3 in here and then 2 in the other, but now they're combined and 4. I'm hoping that they grow stronger together, but we'll see. Wait. Clementine. Sit. Stay. Wait. Wait. Yes. Good job. The kiddos are eating dinner, so while they have their attention, mainly Fig, while he has his attention on his licking mat, I'm gonna go quickly do my skincare for the evening. I got a lot of the organizing done. I still have a lot to do on my to-do list. I got a lot of the nitty-gritty done. I'm glad I got my closet done. I'm glad I emptied a lot of the stuff in the office, so now I can kind of rearrange things. You guys will probably see the rest of the cleaning in another vlog, but that is all for this vlog. I'm gonna stop wasting time and go wash my face.